Hey guys, Dan the RBRT guy back with you again this week. Hey, thanks for coming back this week. As you know, we've been going through a video series showing all of the sets that RBRT has to offer, giving you the part numbers and giving you different ideas, doing a little demo here and there. This is the last one in that series. This is our series on our socket extractors. So what is our socket extractors? You know, I did do a video previously, so certainly go back and have a look at it in the series on just what these things are about. So the socket extractor, I've said, is kind of like your last line of defense. When everything's rounded it out, nothing's getting it out, these things bite in and grab so well that 100% rounded bolt, 100% rounded nut, or even maybe a cap screw like a hex or something that's so chewed up nothing's getting it out, and you know the socket extractor can go over the outside of it and get it out. That's 100% rounded. That's the idea. But the neat thing about our design is, unlike maybe like a twist socket that's fluted to the left for removal only, you can both tighten down and loosen with our design. And the idea behind that was sometimes you got to work a rusty bolt back and forth in the threads to try to get it out, or sometimes you got to, you know, I've been in a situation where I've applied a little torque going up before I've been able to crack it down to get something out. So that's the idea behind it, but there's also a really neat idea as well that I'll expand on over at the Vice. We're going to do a little demonstration. So just to quickly, and what I'm not going to do for the sake of time, I know you guys' time is important. I'm not going to go through all the part numbers of all of the sets that we have here. Make sure you look down in the descriptions of the video, and I'll put all the descriptions, I'll put all the part numbers in, I'll put all the sizings in so you know what's included in that set. I'll just quickly run through the sizings. In the SAE, that's always on the red rail. Notice the rail's red for SAE, black for metric. So on the SAE side, in the 1/4 inch drive, we start at 3/16 and go up to 1/2 inch. In the 3/8 size, it starts from 7/16 to 11/16. And then in the 1/2 inch drive size, it's 3/4 to 1 inch. Okay, and as you can see, we've got deep and shallow for the SAE, except for the 1/2 inch drive. At the moment only comes in the shallow sizing, okay? And then over to the metric side, we've got 1/4 inch drive starts at 4 millimeter and goes up to 12 millimeter. 3/8 drive starts at 11 and goes up to 18. And then the 1/2 inch drive starts at 19 and goes up to 25. And we have both deep and shallow for all of the drive sizes there, 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4. So come on over to me with the bench vise, and we're going to do a neat little demo. And I'm going to give you a little bit more information that I haven't done in another video in this demo. So make sure you stay with me. Come on over to the vise. Okay guys, over at the bench vise, and what we've got, if we get a nice tight shot, you may have seen this demonstration before, but we'll go through it because I've got, like I said, another piece of information I want to give you. We've got a 100% completely rounded out machined bolt. Okay, it doesn't get any rounder than that, guys. It's 100% round, absolutely no corners or shoulders whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bench vise. Tighten it down. Our socket extractor, we'll go ahead and pound it down on there. All right. Now, like I was saying before in the start of the video, the design that we have is all about the grip and the fact that we can tighten down with it and loosen with it. And I'll just go ahead and illustrate that to you by turning the bolt in the vise. And you can see the vise jaws moving. I'll just go ahead and snug it down a little further. And the grip on these is just amazing. Down even further until finally, let's tighten her all the way down. Snap the head off of that bolt. Okay. So we've snapped the head off of that, came right off of there, and let me just go ahead and remove the piece, and you can see how it just spun around in the vise. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our foreign object removal rod, and that threads in from the back just like that. And that foreign object removal rod just goes ahead and forces it right out of there, and you can see And you can clearly see the indentations that it made when it bit down in there. Now, if you had to, if you're out in the field and you were able to remove that bolt and you had to, one of the other neat little features about that pusher rod is that you could reinstall that bolt back into whatever you're working on and use that pusher rod as a puller, and it'll just pop it right off the bolt and you can send that piece of equipment right on down the road. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another neat little thing about our socket extractor design. I'm going to take a brand new 3/4 inch bolt, brand new, pop her in the bench vise, tap our socket down on there. Now let's say you're out in the field and you've removed the bolt, you've taken it out, you fixed what you're doing, and you're looking around and you can't find a replacement bolt. Another neat little feature of that F.O.R. rod is once you can reinstall it because you can tighten it back down, right? Grab that F.O.R. rod and it will act as a puller, and you can just pull it up right off of that bolt, send that piece of equipment down the road or send the car down the road, not have to down it. But as you can see, after I bashed it down, the only marks it made was right in the center of the flat of that bolt. So if you were to ever see that car again for any reason, or even the next guy that might have to fix that car, the socket extractor doesn't damage a good bolt beyond repair. I mean, I'm going to use a regular one and you can clearly see, let me just take it out of the vise, and you can see that it just fits on there nicely, doesn't damage the ability to use a regular socket on that bolt whatsoever because of where it bites down in, right there. Now I smacked it down on there and you can see the groove it made. I didn't put any torque on it, but it doesn't damage the bolt beyond being able to use another tool later on to take it apart. So the F.O.R. pusher rod just adds a whole new functionality to the whole thing. It'll allow you easy removal of the bolt you've removed. It becomes a puller, Just a really neat thought out idea. Excellent, excellent tools. We've got a size to pretty much take care of business anywhere in the field, metric, standard, deep, shallow. So that's our new line of socket extractors. Guys, I'm really excited about them. I think they're just an amazing invention. Once again, if you haven't yet, give my video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it. Smash that bell so you can see the next new videos coming out. We've got some pretty neat new fun stuff coming here in the next couple of videos. Now that we've gone through the series and you've seen everything we have to offer for RBRT, we're going to get back to tearing some stuff up and taking some crazy things apart and doing that kind of thing. So be sure to smash that bell so you can see when the next video comes to you. I'm Dan, the RBRT guy. Thanks very much.